Hi, my name's Josh Ovenden, you're watching Josh's Happiness, and this is my van conversion project. Just an update of to where I am now. Basically, I'm going to be kitting out the back of this van with reclaimed pallet boards. So by this point, I was expecting to have some of the walls built up, some insulation in, and to start building out the van to a more progressed stage. Unfortunately for me, but very luckily for me, one of you viewers commented and said about my insulation being no good, because obviously the van's made of metal. When it gets cold, condensation forms because of heat, blah blah blah, don't know the science of it, but anyway, condensation forms, water forms on the inside of the metal. If I use drywall fiberglass insulation, it's going to act like a sponge and it will mop up all the water, all the condensation, and essentially my van will rot from the inside out. Thank you to the viewer that commented on that. I don't know your name, but you know who you are. Thank you very much. So the next route I'm going to take is I've got to order some aluminium foil. Is it aluminium? I don't know. Anyway, I've got to order some foil bubble wrap and some hydrophoric insulation. So basically the idea is that it doesn't absorb water. So today what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go and get a flappy disc thing, whatever it's called, and I'm going to rip up all the boards, make them look weathered, make them look like they've just come straight off a beach. So let's do it. So I just went and bought the next piece of the puzzle, a coarse flap disc. It's called a long life jumbo flap disc. So I did call it the right thing, the flappy disc or whatever. Similar to a floppy disc, but it goes in a grinder. It's not similar to a floppy disc. Anyway, yeah, this is basically sandpaper that's staggered round on a disc, and this should brick the boards up. This is what the Butta boys use, so hopefully it has a real good finish. Let's find out. Oh, I like that. That's good. You can't really see on the camera, but I'm stoked with that finish. It looks so good. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to fire torch these boards. So it's like a propane bottle with like a fire torch nozzle on the end with a gas regulator, and you basically like burn the boards. So you don't set them on fire, it just gives them that golden treacle look and gives it a really rustic vibe. Now basically this is what the Canadians do, they burn the wood and it stops the bacteria growing in the wood so the wood doesn't rot, and that's what they do to their huts like the lumberjacks out in Canada. So we're going to do it as well. So these are no good, so take these out. Now I've got to make this whole pile of pallet board wood look like that single board there. Oh, works so well. Honestly, works so well. It's gonna look insane. I don't want the boards to look too consistent. I want it to be as ruggedy as possible, really. So I'm kind of just going for like circular motions, which kind of works a bit, and then kind of just digging it in. That seems to work as well. Nearly completely run out of light again. Winter in England is like 1 hour of sunlight a day. Actually, sunlight, the 1 hour of light a day, sunlight doesn't exist. Maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but there's not a lot of light, so I've got to try and make use of it. Luckily, Canon 80D has a wicked low light, so I'm going to crack on. But yeah, basically, it's trial and error. I haven't got a clue how to do this. I'm just going off what the boards look like on the side of the butta bus. If you go and check out butta.co.uk, you'll see the pictures of the bus on there. So it's just started raining now and I've nearly run out of light. So I'm going to stop filming today. I'm going to finish up these pallet boards probably tomorrow. I'll get the insulation and then I'll make the next video so that it's a bit more lengthy than this. But yeah, the disc I used is like the most coarse I can find. Let me find out and I can tell you what it is so you can, if you want to get it yourself. The disc I'm using is a 40 grit, so you can buy these pretty much from any hardware store and that gives a really good effect. And I'm taking off the edges of the boards so they don't look like pallet boards, they look weathered and old school. The next step is going to be buy the right insulation and then I'm going to get all the boards on the walls and start building it out, and that's when it gets exciting. And I can't wait to do the fire torching bit, it's going to be so fun. If you want to see what that looks like, if you go back through my videos to the Louis hot tub bus build videos, there is actually a picture of Benny, Mr. Rustic, firing up some of the boards, like the benches and stuff, which we made as scaffolds. So head over to those videos and check them out. I'll find out what videos they are and I'll link them in the description so you can have a look for yourself. So that's the next update on my van conversion. My name's Josh Ovenden. You're watching Josh's Happiness. Comment, like, subscribe, and remember, happiness is the journey, not the destination. See you on the next video.